Here we go. Group stage action in the third iteration of the FIBA Esports Open. Welcome in, everyone. I'm Sam Brief, casting live from Chicago for the Brazilians against the Venezuelans. After Brazil got a 21-point win over Chile, they look to keep the good times rolling in those sharp white and green uniforms against this red-clad Venezuelan squad making their debut in this FIBA Esports Open. Venezuela struggled a lot last year. We go back to last December. This squad lost all 4 of its matches. Brazil, on the other hand, they went 2-2. Didn't make it into the playoffs, but we'll see if they can push into the playoffs with a win tonight. They would make it to tomorrow's playoff round, and now we're underway between Brazil and Venezuela. Live from Chicago, I'm Sam Brief with you. Live on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, wherever you're watching. Hope you're having a great Friday, as that 3-ball from the left wing is no good from the Pega. And now Brazil gets fouled right away. Just underway between Brazil and Venezuela. Again, it was a 21-point win for Brazil over Chile as Gabas, the captain, the 17-year-old point guard, flushes home the two-handed dunk. And now it's Yanger, the god, looking to bring it the other way for for Venezuela. Now the Pega gives it back to Yanger. Over at the left wing, Yanger pops a 3. That's too strong. And the offensive board and a pass right back out to Yanger. The lefty point guard working hard over at the left wing, trying to smother past his defender with 4 to shoot. A long 3-ball. Bingo! Yanger sticks the 3. The point guard from Valencia, Venezuela, makes it a 3-2 Venezuela lead. Here's the 3-ball from the right wing. That's good. And Brazil is back on top. 5-3 now. Just underway again between Brazil and Venezuela. Here's Bajocero giving it now to Yanger, the point guard. Dribbles between his legs. Now brings it over to the right wing. Passes under the basket to the Beast. His shot's no good. And the board to KQS for Brazil. He stops at the left wing and gives it over to Gabas. Gabas, the point guard who has already hit a 3 tonight, brings it over to the top of the key, shoots, and again he sticks it, this time putting Brazil up 8-3. And these Brazilians dominating, feeling good after that big win over Chile to get this Esports Open cooking. Here's a steal, snatched by Gui, snatches that one. Now the full court pass and the dunk for Vitao. It's all Brazil so far with a 10-3 lead. A foul. Brazil getting a little antsy on offense now as Venezuela takes over, down 10-3. Here's their point guard, Yanger, operating over at the right wing. Yanger brings it to the top of the key, gives a pass over to the left wing. The 3 rattles out. That was the Pega who couldn't convert. And now Brazil in transition, two-handed flush, snatched by Gui, looking awfully good on this Friday night. And it's a 9-point Brazil lead with 2:30 left, first quarter. Yanger, dribbling between the legs, has it at the right wing, now carves over to the top of the key. He passes in the high post over to Tony the Beast. Back to Yanger. Now Tony the Beast with a two-handed dunk. 22-year-old center from Carabobo puts home the dunk. And now it's a 12-5 Brazil lead. Under the basket, the pass nearly picked by the Pega. Went out of bounds, and Brazil keeps it. Hope you're having a great Friday night. Certainly appreciate the time. Honored to be bringing you this match on behalf of FIBA. This is group stage action. We'll have the playoffs starting tomorrow and see if Brazil with a win can clinch a berth in those playoffs as the Pega holds the ball at the right wing, gives it now to the top of the key with just 5 to shoot. Pass over to the Beast. Here's Tony the Beast with 2. Gives it into the corner. No shot's going to get off in time. King Edward drove, but he ran out of time. No clock left, and that 12-5 Brazil lead holds. And here come the Brazilians as Gabas, the point guard, the captain. Ali, oop! How about Vitao slamming it home? It's all Brazil right now with a 9-point lead. Mark it 14-5, 90 seconds left in this first quarter. Here's Yanger plunging up the left side, and he gets fouled. That was Vitao reaching hard from behind. Brazil in the driver's seat right now with a 14-5 lead over Venezuela. Yanjer top of the key. He can't hit it. Now in transition, here go the Brazilians. Vital over to Pimer. Left wing three is too strong, and the rebound goes to Venezuela. Pushing towards a minute to go in the first quarter. Yanjer has it top of the key, crossover dribble. Yanjer in that sharp red top gives it into the corner. There's a spicy three ball. How about Bajo Cero putting it in? And now it's down to 14-8. The Brazilian lead dwindles down to 6. Snatched by Gui with that left-handed tomahawk slam. Brazil's back up 8 with 50 seconds left in the first. Yanjer gives it up to Bajo Cero. He stops, passes back to Yanjer with a little flip. Yanjer drives, passes, Bajo Cero, bingo on a 3. Now a 6-point Brazil lead. Approaching 30 to go, it's Vital. Gives it to the left wing, Gabas. The point guard's been quiet after hitting a 3 to get us cooking. Top of the key, Gabas dribbles high near the waist. Now passes into the corner. Enzo can't make it. Snatched by Gui, gets the board. Back up with the left hand. Made it look easy. 8-point Brazil lead. 18 seconds left, first quarter. We'll see if Colombia holds for the last shot here. It's the Pega. Now to Yanjer. Yanjer at the top of the key. Dribbling. He's got 5 to shoot. Yanjer drives with 3. He gets smothered. Gets his own board. A 3 ball is good. Bajo Cero with the buzzer beater. And Brazil's lead dwindles down to 5 as we move forward into the second quarter. Hope you're having a wonderful Friday night. Appreciate your time here as we watch 2 of the nearly 60 countries participating in this FIBA Esports Open 3. I'm Sam Brief from Chicago, as that 3 ball is good for Vital, and Brazil's lead balloons forward more. Here comes Yanjer. Yanjer slicing into the front court, gives it into the corner to Bajo Cero, who's rejected, and then the Pega picks it up. Back to Yanjer. He gets double-teamed. Yanjer gives it off to Tony the Beast. Tony the Beast in the high post. Right wing layup is off, and the rebound snatched by Gui. Now under the basket, Gabas puts home a left-handed layup, and Brazil's leads up to 10. Well, Gabas leading the way. He hasn't missed yet. 10 points and a perfect night shooting. It's tough to see that Brazil score on that scoreboard, but it's 23-13. The Brazilians on top of the Venezuelans, and there's a sloppy pass. Certainly not going to help the case as Vital gets fouled, and there's maybe a little frustration on behalf of Yanjer. So the story of the day so far has been Gabas with 10 points and a perfect night shooting. Gabas, a student, just 17 years old, the second youngest player on this Brazilian squad, relatively new to the esports world, but hey, he's dominating right now, and he drills a 3 from the right wing to balloon that lead to 26-13. Brazil is doubling up Venezuela right now, as Venezuela and these sharp red tops continue to be very sloppy. Here comes Brazil now. Alley-oop, snatched by Gui. He is the youngest player Brazil's got, just 16 years old, a guy who says he used to hate basketball. Now he loves it, and he's balling out on a Friday night against Venezuela. Watching Vital nearly get the steal. The Beast collecting, gives it to Yanjer. 8 to shoot. Bajo Cero's pass, picked. Enzo ahead in transition. Here is Vital, and Brazil continue to dominate. A 17-point lead now, 30-13. It's all Brazil as Bajo Cero collects the ball over at the left wing. He's got it outside. Hand off Yanjer. He was double-teamed. Gave it off to the Pega. Under the basket, here's the Beast. Passes in the corner. Bajo Cero, cross-court pass. It's snatched away by Brazil. In transition, alley-oop! Vital slams it home, forcing a Venezuelan timeout. Mark it a 20-point Brazil lead with 2.5 to go in the second. All Brazil right now. They smothered Chile. Now they're cooking against Venezuela as Brazil looks to clinch a playoff berth. Here's a long three. That's good for Yanger. The point guard for Venezuela with a last gasp opportunity. I mean, it really, even this early in the match, in the first half, feels like a last gasp chance because we haven't seen Venezuela muster much of anything offensively. This Brazilian team not only looking good in those sort of neon tops, but also playing very well. And that only continues with Snatched by Gui converting. Meanwhile, Gaba still hasn't missed. 3 for 3 from downtown. Hard to argue with numbers like that. So here's Yanger, double teamed. Pass over to the Pegas, and now an interception. Snatched by Gui, got it away. In transition, Vital stops, passes to Snatched by Gui. Fadeaway was way off. Boy, how did that happen? He was relatively open, but must have kind of glitched on the release. And now with 100 seconds to go in the half, we'll see if Venezuela can push maybe to the 20-point mark. It'll be up in a big way to Yanger. Here's his deep three. He collects it. 90 seconds left. That Brazil lead still over 20. So here's Gabas, the point guard who's yet to miss. I mean, I don't want to jinx him, but it's pretty incredible what he's done. And he watches the three sink for Palmeiras. His first three, the sharpshooter from São Bernardo do Campo. A 7-year veteran of basketball. Relatively new, just like a few of his teammates to the 2K circuit. But he's dominating so far for Team Brazil. Over at the left wing, Yanger's three. Oh, he rattles that one in. How about Yanger? Starting to catch fire for Venezuela. Meanwhile, here comes Brazil pushing up the court. Vital hands off to Gabas. Gabas outside on the left with a little crossover dribble. He's working on Bajosero. Gabas at the top of the key, brings it over to the left side. Pops a three. He can't sink it. And the rebound goes to Tony the Beast for Venezuela. Now it's Yanger with 30 ticks left. The Beast has it. Now Yanger, pass to the Beast, who gave up a wide-open look, and that doesn't quite work out for Venezuela as a foul comes in. So Brazil can hold for the last shot if it pleases. Gabas just cradling it outside left, and he gets picked. Yanger has an outside right for Venezuela. Clock's down to 5. Yanger top of the key with 3. Yanger gives it up. The Pega sticks a 3. And Venezuela's at the 25-point mark with just 0.6 ticks left. Full court heave. Whoa! Nearly went in for Gabas. That was his first miss. Unfortunate to see his first miss come from nearly 94 feet away as Brazil's on top of Venezuela 37-25. Gabas 15 points. 5 assists. You see the 85% field goal percentage. And the only reason that's not 100, again, the only reason is because he didn't make that full court heave. If that's the only shot Gabas misses today, he might regret hitting the trigger for that long shot. Anyway, 37-25 Brazil as Gabas goes to work at the top of the key. Gabas shoots a 3, and he misses again. So now he can't just say that the full court heave was his only miss. Gabas still balling out with those 15 first half points. So here's Yanger with the right wing for Venezuela. Alley-oop attempt, and Reosto can't put it in. So let's see if Vital can start the fast break. Oh, yes, sir. Gabas with the alley-oop layup. And now 39-25, the Brazil lead. Mark at 17 points for Gabas. So here's the peg up over at the left wing. Now he gives it to Yanger. Yanger shoots for 3, and that's a clean swish. Venezuela now within 11, so this could get a little spicy, but certainly any comeback effort has to start right here, and that's on the defensive end as Gabas has it top of the key. Gabas dribbles behind his back, has it at the free throw line. Mid-range jumper is a bit strong, bounces out of bounds, and Brazil will keep it. So an 11-point Venezuelan deficit We'll see if they can get some stout defense going, because Lord knows they need it. Top of the key, Gabas. Pass picked. Now Venezuela in transition, and it's Yanger who's fouled from behind snatched by Gui. And with 3:41 left in the third quarter, it's Bajosero inbounding for Venezuela. Now to Yanger. The young point guard gives it up to Tony the Beast. Pass to Yanger. Alley-oop attempt. It's just slapped away. Easy transition now for Brazil. Vitao dribbles at the baseline, gives it up to Palmeiras. Now to Gabas. The point guard shoots a three. Bingo! A dead-eye three for Gabas. And now a 42-28 lead for the Brazilians. Here comes Yanger across the center stripe. Over to the right wing, Yanger. Carved dribble and a pass into the corner. Gives it to Reosto. Now to the Beast. Tony the Beast, that is fouled from behind by Vitao. So let's see what Bajosero and this Venezuelan team can muster. The struggle has been real tonight, that's to say the least. Venezuela not getting much against Brazil's stout defense, but down just 14 as the Beast goes up, gets his own board, and now resets with the pass to Yanger. 7 to shoot. Yanger tries to get it in, but Vitao stuffs him right at the rim. Can Gabas get to the 20-point mark? He's got 19. The young point guard has been an expert. Deep three. Palmeiras strokes it home. And now a 45-28 lead. I know, folks, you might have a little trouble, if you're anything like me, seeing that Brazil score, the white text on the bright yellow score bug. It's a little tough to see, but I can assure you that says 45-28, so the 17-point Brazilian lead. Here's Yanger at the left wing. All by himself. He could have shot that, opted not to, gives it under the basket to the Beast, and now the corner three goes in for Reosto. The lead now 45-31 for Brazil. Under 2 to go, third quarter. Here comes Gabas, the young point guard over the left wing, dribbles with the right hand, passes up a shot, now shoots it, and misses. Rebound to Bajosero, and that kind of long pass is not going to get you much as Gabas picks up the rebound. He's got it outside right. Gabas dribbling high near the waist, cross-court pass over to Vitao. Oh, this is Palmeiras. Right inside of the arc, Palmeiras to the top for Gabao. Here's Gabas with 5 to shoot. Gabas with 3. Into the corner, Vitao's 3, rattling out. Rebound snatched by Gui. Now Palmeiras, left wing 3 is off. And Venezuela can collect as they call a timeout here. Hope you're having a great Friday night. Again, I really appreciate the time as we roll along here on the FIBA Esports Open 3. 60 nations competing, and you've got 2 of them in front of you right now as Reosto continues to collect from downtown, and Venezuela's within 11. It's 45-34 as Venezuela looks for its first win in a FIBA Esports Open. Here's Gabas, two-handed dunk. He's got 21. Gabas undoubtedly on the fast track towards player of the game honors. He was perfect in the first half. Not quite perfect, but awfully efficient here in the second half, as it's 47-34. The 3 ball is rattling out, and it tips out. Brazil will take over with 30 to go, third quarter. Later tonight, I'll be back in Group 1 with Uruguay facing Argentina, so hope you'll join me for that one. Meanwhile, here in Group 2, it'll be Venezuela taking on Chile. Alley-oop snatched by Gui, good with 2 hands, and a 15-point Brazil lead. It seems every time Venezuela tries to chip away, Brazil responds with an alley-oop or a 3. Something fun to watch as Yanger has it top of the key, lobs outside left. The Pega sticks a 3, and he brings Venezuela to within 12. 49-37 with just 5 seconds left. Gabas passes to Vitao. He's wide open. A total defensive lapse as Brazil balloons the lead back out to 14. A 3 ball is too strong, and Brazil leads it 51-37 at the end of 3. So now into the fourth quarter we go in the group stage. South American Next Gen 2K21 action as we watch a 360 dunk for the Beast. If there were ever a play to define your name when your name is the Beast, that's it, with the powerful 360 slam. And Brazil calls a timeout now, maybe a little shell-shocked after watching that. The score 51-39, so you can get a little rope for your shell shock, Team Brazil. As snatched by Gui, picks it up at the left wing, gives it over to Gabas. Gabas dribbling between the legs, pass into the corner. Enzo sticks home a three, and Brazil up by 15, 54-39. Well, this is what we call domination. Just two different levels of play, what I'm seeing with Team Brazil. And we've seen in this second half, Enzo hit a few threes. He's a guitar player, actually. So we know he's awfully good with his fingers. He can execute with the guitar and certainly with the controller here in this 2K showdown. Outside right, here's Yanger with 4 minutes left in the fourth quarter. It's all Brazil, but Tony the Beast continues to slam home dunks. We saw the 360, and that time the left-hand tomahawk slam. And this time, it's snatched by Gui to answer right back. 56-41, the Brazil lead. Let's see what Yanger can do for you. Yanger, top of the key. With 3:40 left, it's a 15-point Brazil lead. Yanger pops a three from the left wing. That's strong. A rebound, Tony the Beast. He brings it over to the right side. Big number 21 in that red top. He's got that red headband. And now the pass picked off in the corner by Vital. But I think he got it and then stepped out, so that means it's Venezuela ball. As Bajosero inbounds from the corner, gives it to the Beast, who hands to Yanger, top of the key. Yanger dribbling behind his back, brings it to the right side. This is Yanger, the young Venezuelan point guard, gives it into the corner, and the three ball good for Bajosero. So Venezuela's within 12 now, 56-44. Gabas met with tight defense. A little mismatch here at the top of the key with Tony the Beast. And now Gabas with 5 to shoot. Gabas, the lob. It's off to the right. And maybe, just maybe, with the frustration foul going against snatched by Gui, we can see Venezuela chip away. The Venezuelans are within 20. So certainly, within 12. So it's within the realm of possibility as Yanger drills a three, and suddenly, very much in the realm of possibility. Just a 9-point Brazil lead. That's a 3-possession game as Gabas brings it to the top of the key. He's got wide open space and a clean alley-oop to snatched by Gui, making it an 11-point Brazil lead once again. So let's see. Can Venezuela pull off a shocker? They need near perfection down the stretch as we muscle down towards the 2-minute mark. It's Yanger outside on the left. His pass is picked. Oh, you can't have that. Gabas with the interception and Vital with the finish. 60-47. 13-point lead with 2 minutes left. That feels potentially insurmountable as Yanger brings it across the center stripe over to the top of the key. Yanger outside right, number 2 in the red top, dribbling with a left hand, and now he gets fouled. Vital fouled him. Under 2 to go. 60-47. That's the Brazil lead here in group stage competition. Ali, and there's no oop. Enzo got the steal. Here's Vital, who's rejected hard by Bajosero. With 100 seconds left, I think a 13-point lead for Brazil almost certainly going to hold. So the inbound goes into the corner for Gabas, one of the players of the game undoubtedly, probably the player of the game, as the point guard has been just so smooth for Brazil. He's got some fancy dribbling going at the top of the key. Now snatched by Gui, puts home a little layup, and Brazil's up by 15. 62-47 with a minute and a half left. And now for Venezuela, before their matchup with Chile, it's just a matter of getting a little momentum going, right? This is a Venezuela team that really has struggled tonight, but they'll get to face Chile, who also got smothered by Brazil, so Chile no stranger to that, as we saw the Chileans fall big time in the first round to Brazil, 63-42. A similar tenor here as it's 62-49, Brazil over Venezuela. Venezuela's in the bonus for good measure, but we know Gabas might bleed some clock here as he's fouled at the top of the key by Bajo Cero. Minute 10 left, fourth quarter. Gabas has it way outside near half court. 6 on the clock. Gabas behind the back. Gabas a 3. Drills it. He's been doing that all night. And Brazil's going to win by double digits easy. Yanger carving across center court. Little last gasp chance for Venezuela. Plucked home a layup. And now with 50 seconds left, Brazil takes over once again. How about Yanger? Those are some serious numbers. 22 points, 60% from downtown. Okay, Yanger, we see you. Here's Gabas at the left wing. Brazil's done for the night. We'll see him tomorrow in the playoffs. After they didn't make it to the playoffs in the Esports Open number 2. Looks like third time's the charm as Gabas makes the mid-ranger to make it 67-51 with 30 seconds left. How about that double-double? 26 and 11 for Gabas. Those are video game numbers. Here's Gabas. Now make it 28 and 11 with the two-handed dunk. 69-51. All Brazil as Yanger brings it across the court. Gabas 28 points, 11 assists, nearly perfect shooting in the first half. And here's a fitting way for Brazil to finish off what's going to end up being a 20-point win, unless Venezuela can get a buzzer beater going here. Long pass, out of bounds. So Brazil will win by 20, maybe more. It's 71-51. Oh, I guess it went out of bounds off a Brazilian. So here's Bajo Cero, cross-court pass, the pega, and this one's over. Brazil 70, and Venezuela 51. Dominant stuff from Gabas, who finishes with 28 points and 11 assists. An excellent double-double as Brazil takes down Venezuela. So for the nightcap, I hope you'll join me for Uruguay and Argentina. I got to watch Argentina really put a whooping in the first round against Colombia. And here for the nightcap, I hope you'll join me, Sam Brief, live from Chicago. This is the FIBA Esports Open 3. Joining you on Twitch, Facebook, YouTube. Hope you have a great rest of your night. Appreciate your time as Brazil takes down Venezuela 70-51. Have a great rest of your night, everyone, and adios from Chicago.